Beautiful.
There you go.
Here we go with part
Here
number
we
two.
go. Yeah.
So, what popped up here? While listening to those beautiful Bob was with those paradoxes, right? Yeah, this was like kind of, what does this mean? The meaning of a word. There is really no meaning here of a word. Nevertheless, we are talking about, let's say, this. And this is so beautiful. And that's why it is also so easygoing to talk, because it's simply talking. And there is no getting this wrong or right, because there is no escape. This is it already, no matter what. This is very direct. This is just voice, blah, blah, words, with sense, without sense. No matter what thought pops up, what idea pops up, this is it. This is simply this directness, which is inescapable. In every form, every shape, no matter what. And this is this beauty, this in-loveness, this free fall, this boom.
What is important for me is that there is no before and no after. And I don't mean that as to say that this is timeless. That's not what I'm trying to highlight.
By the way, I totally do not resonate with timeless. This is for me absolutely.
Me too, yeah. The same. Not
So,
no, it doesn't exist
Yeah.
time, no time, no timeless.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I mean by that is that there is no before and after awakening, but imagined, because awakening itself is imagined. Awakening is the idea that I was not aware of what is, and now I have become aware of what is. As if there were someone who was separate of what is and has now adjusted to or accepted or understood what is. But there's nothing to understand.
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
Beautiful.
So
who can understand it? Yeah.
there's
there is no need. Here, this neediness, let's say the sense of a lack, searching, energy, drive, simply collapses. The neediness is not there, no matter what.
That's it.
And
I agree that there is no need to know.
beautiful.
There is no need to understand. There is no need to experience.
Yeah.
Because it's already, everything is it's there.
It's booming the whole time. It's booming the whole time. Yeah.
It's here already. It's not here, but it's booming all the time. All what was looked for, it's already.
Here, when this was kind of seen, this was in a way a total loss. Beautiful, very beautiful. Senses very beautiful. Hopelessness, a total hopelessness. Seeing that this is it. Okay, this is it. Nothing to get. It was always like this. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing happened. No freedom.
No
Is the
boundaries.
freedom. is the freedom. But not for me. There is no one left to say, wow, cool. This is cool now, you know? This is really kind of here is no how to say, nothing is gained. There is nothing which I can say, yeah, this was really there was a time I was practicing to simply be with the emotions. This was kind of a therapy I loved. I very much loved this. This was new, and I checked, oh, actually, yeah, this guy is right. What is wrong with my emotions? Because it's always very booming here. And I simply started to love my triggers, the emotion, the triggers which triggered emotion stuff. And this was a praxis I was doing. And while doing this, I simply saw that it's kind of, it doesn't matter what it is. It's simply full on, let's say, full on fear. And since it was simply, I simply was with this fear, it was just fear. I simply saw the fear, and there was just the fear. And this was, I just played with this, and then it was gone. It was pff, boom, done, empty, nothing. And then the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And it was like, yeah, beautiful, very direct, no matter what. No hiding, no, no running away, direct, full on. But I mean everything. Also the need to escape a feeling, to not agree, to no matter what, this was full on direct, just what it is. This was a beautiful practice which I really loved. And then things kind of relaxed. The meaning simply dropped. Those ideas of this is special, and this I have to relax more. I don't want to have this fear, or this is not right, this is not wrong. Those right, wrong ideas, they simply made no sense anymore. There wasn't, it was very obvious that the belief in all those concepts is empty. Very empty and very beautiful at the same time. So nothing wrong with anything, with the belief in a concept. Even now when I say here is a me, or there is a no me, what does this mean? What does here is a me, a sense of me, contraction, position? What does this mean? Nothing. It doesn't matter. It's what it is already.
Beautiful, Rosa.
Thanks for sharing.
That's
Yeah,
why if people ask me if what I've realized, I have a bit of a problem to answer that question, because the only genuine answer I can give is nothing.
Yeah,
What
I
have you
totally
realized?
agree. Nothing.
Nothing. I realized nothing at all. I could add at last, but then that's a little tricky.
Yeah, as we
yeah.
say,
But there
You
were
feel
so
like
many
it's,
realizations
yeah,
before.
yeah, beautiful. Your before realization. So I have no realizations before, and also no after, because there is no before and after. This is simply
There never has been.
memories. Yeah, just memories. You can tell the story.
Yeah.
Sure, you can tell the story of, going to the bookstore, reading, calling Ramesh.
Yeah,
And I can give you that story. It's a nice story to tell. I mean, it was,
exactly. And we love
Beautiful.
stories.
Yeah, totally. This is
but it's
so
not relevant.
beautiful.
It's not relevant to sitting here and talking
Nothing.
to you, other than a story to tell in that circumstance.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will tell you the story when I saw Bob talking with Walter. They had this conversation. So my story, it was that Hadar that day had to travel to Toulouse to see the dentist. That's the story I can say. So I had to take the bus, and it was a 2 hours drive. And after I had to do a small operation on my tooth, and coming back, it was very hot here. It was like 40 degrees outside. Staying in the bus station, many people, very hot, going on the bus, wanting just to go back home. Air condition is not working well on the bus. And then, 2 hours. And then I saw, there was notification, Walter, there is this online, live meeting with Bob. So, I love all this conversation. I follow that. So it's great, like having the best 2 hours to see something just quietly, just to be there. And then I saw Bob. And I remember it was so beautiful because Bob was, there is this, it was felt like there is a kind of a sadness and kind of nostalgia and, it's like acceptance of what was, but never there. And it was very quiet. And, this is the way it was seen from here, like poetry. So you never know how it's going to come up. So that was the curiosity, this impulse to speak with Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that conversation with Walter. I really liked the
It
formal
was beautiful conversation.
used to,
Yeah,
where he'd go and identify things that people had said and then ask them to comment on it. I found it very interesting. Um, Much enjoyed, and I'm glad you enjoyed it too.
Oh,
And
yeah,
beautiful. I have not seen everything, but very, very beautiful. And here's this again in loveness with this here makes no sense. There is no need for this to
makes
have a
no
sense.
sense.
This is just really this in loveness, just sitting here for no reason, sharing stories or not, having a topic. Or now is a question popping up. Like Bob, if there is someone who is suffering and says, Bob, look, I'm suffering. I have a hard life, this, and this. Can you help me, please? What would you say?
well, it all depends on what the source of the suffering is. I could feel compassion for someone. It wouldn't be in any way connected to an understanding I have. It would be the expression of humaneness as it unfolds here, meaning feeling that someone is hurt and that someone needs affection or reassurance or counseling. It would be no different from what anyone with a kind heart would say or do, and in no way connected to my understanding of this. And I would certainly not go into a mystical discourse on being
Yeah.
beyond
Yeah,
suffering.
of course. It depends on the questioner in a way. But of course it's
People who say, I am beyond suffering and I have reached, I just, close the computer and say,
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm not,
even Yeah. It's not, yeah, of course. But yeah, perfection in action, being beyond suffering. And I love to,
Who would be beyond suffering?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
of course,
I
of course.
lost a very good friend of mine,
Yes,
uh,
this I heard. This I heard a bit.
Yeah.
and fuck, it still hurts
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Time I think of Philippe, and I think of him very often because he was a brother to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're only, I mean, he was 67, I'm 67, so that's
Mm.
young.
Mm.
And shit, man, I've known him since age 14, and
Wow. Yeah.
he's gone.
Mm.
He died while I was holding his hand.
Mm.
So I'm not beyond that,
Mm.
No.
or beyond the sadness of that. Who would be beyond that? Actually, I embrace that sadness just as I embrace joy when it happens. It's what happens,
Yeah.
and it's
Uh, this is much more intense. The sadness here, it's like very intense. There is no Rosa embracing the sadness or the pain. There is then full on sadness, full on pain. Very, very intense, very direct.
so. And then it depends on the makeup of the person. Someone who is, very, very sensitive will remain very sensitive, regardless of what is supposedly understood, and someone who isn't more indifferent or will remain that way too. It's not
Yeah.
Here it's very sensitive. The character is very sensitive, was always sensitive. And it was used, this sensitivity was considered as separation,
as
because it
what?
was very separation. This was the feeling of separation. It was
Ah,
felt like, because it was very strong. So it was also felt like it was personal in a way. I was, sensitive. It's like
My
I'm doing it.
sensitivity.
My
My
sensitivity. I'm doing it. I'm sensitive. When this idea drops, that just sensitivity left, just this. So even if there is like felt sense of whatever reacting, whatever comes up, strong sadness, strong feeling of even to be intimidated by things. Sometimes there is like situation, it felt like there is a danger there, I'm intimidated by things. There's no stop now. There is just like being intimidated, feeling there is danger for something. They all come up, but just beautifully come up. It just comes,
and
boom,
goals.
and goes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
this is why I can say now it's beautiful, because it's expressed fully and then poof, gone. There's no
Full on
full
aliveness.
on.
Full on
Yeah,
aliveness. Yeah. The same here. Um, yeah. But it was always full on aliveness.
it was always. This is why
which
it's
is why
crazy.
which is why nothing really happened.
Yeah.
We may imagine that we have changed because of our understanding of this,
There's
but
not, yeah.
Mm.
that's just a story. There's no
It's
one
not
who changes.
understanding. No,
Beautiful.
no.
There's people who have nothing to do with this change a lot too.
Of
As they
course.
age,
Of course.
they mature, or they procrastinate until the very end, depending on
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever happens to me is irrelevant.
And even the thought that everything is relevant because there is a me. Is this already?
So,
Yeah.
There is no difference. There is no difference.
absolutely. There is no difference.
Yeah, not two. There is simply not two. There is what is. There is no understanding of this. And even there's understanding of this is a two. This is with no escape, direct, already. Already, Freddy.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new to experience. There's nothing new to understand.
And at the same time, everything new to experience, everything to understand. Where's the difference, Bob?
There is no difference.
There is no
No.
difference. And that's the beauty.
That is the beauty. And so we may, listen to some people who promise if you do this or that, or if you understand this or that, you will be free.
Mm-hmm.
And
What a beauty.
that's
What
just
a beauty. If this is my radio station, I
this.
will love to listen to this. And I will go for this. What a beauty. This is it. That's it already.
Oh, it's very fun and very exciting to be in that endless expectation, of course.
I was there. What a beauty.
Yeah. The
What a
same here.
beauty. And then,
Yeah.
boom, what a bullshit. This may change. This may change.
When it's done, it's done. You're full on in it, and then when it was done, it was it
This
was
is
done.
so
There's no
I
need anymore.
I very much love this expression I heard from Zander Lynch, and it's just simply how the cookie crumbles. It's just really loving the song or not loving it. Listening to this, as you said, Bob, I will simply shut down the computer if something is telling me how enlightened he is or whatever. And listening to this and loving this and being on the path to enlightenment and feeling this boundlessness. Yeah, I did it. And this is improving. Is exactly the same. It's just saying, what the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's the same. No difference. And this is so cool. I mean, this is so free to be exactly as it is. That's the freedom. Oh, let's say that's the impossibility of freedom. No matter what, no matter what. There's this playfulness in this. Life is for me like also kind of childlike and unknown, of course. You don't know what's going to happen. There is already no you who can know anything. Even the knowing is this already. It's also unknown. And what does it mean, knowing, unknowing? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. What a beauty.
Yeah. Birds chirping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having complex ideas, pointing out something beautiful. Love it.
Going down the rabbit hole, all the way down.
What a
It's
beauty.
these two.
Yeah, yeah.
It's endless. It's just
Endless.
it's endless.
It's beautifully pointless. And the pointing is a two.
No position held.
Once again, Bob.
No position can be held.
And the idea of holding a position, being the bus driver, the controller, is this too, full on already.
Because of course, no position can be held is also a position. So again,
Yeah.
So I like this. I thought about this sentence like a phone call that nobody made and nobody answered. There's nobody to answer it. You know, just like this is aliveness. Nobody did a phone call. Just this, you know. Nobody called. Nobody answered. There is a phone call. I don't know why I like this sentence.
Nice.
Just it's alive. But it's not separate. It's not something else. It just this is all aliveness. Mm. And
Yeah.
empty. Yeah. No. Yeah.
And full. And
And
very
full.
full.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that this thing is very colorful. Very, very colorful. For no reason.
For no reason.
Just thought
This
it
is
would
why
be
it's
fun.
crazy for no reason.
Yeah. And even saying that there's a reason. Yeah.
It's so used to have this notion of a reason, of a meaning, of even the words, you know, in a certain time was there was so much meaning in the words, you know, in the each word has so much meaning to for each one a different meaning for the same word, you know, and then it can be also empty. These words can be so meaningful and also at the same time so empty. It just words. If you don't, there's no meaning. Just words, you know.
Like Bob said, this is the same. This is the same. Nothing
Same.
changed, and
No.
at the same time, everything changed. I mean,
Yeah.
it is beautifully meaningless, and that is so meaningful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So filterless. There is no filter. There is this who cares? But not in a way that it does not matter. Everything matters full on. There is only the matter. This, you can say, there is the full on identification. There is nothing but identification.
Nothing matters is what matters the most. You're holding the hand of a friend who's departing.
Mm. Yeah.
And you say it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Bob. Beautiful. Exactly. Exactly. This is this wow. What to say? Just wow.
So in loveness is a beautiful way of putting it when we are blessed with that feeling. And it happens.
Can you put it differently, Bob? Again, I could not.
I said in loveness is beautiful. It's a beautiful way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens.
In loveness happens.
Yes.
All the time, non-stop.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, what would you say?
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it happens when it happens, and it doesn't happen when it doesn't happen.
This is too complicated for me. Here,
For
this is.
instance, I don't know, you're walking down the street and you cross a woman who's walking her dog. And you look at the dog, and the dog looks at you and wags its tail and comes up to you and smells your hand. You look at the dog, you look at the woman smiles at you, you smile at the woman, and you go on with your walk. And the feeling you have inside is, how beautiful. That's what I would say in loveness happens. Now, if you
I will
hadn't,
I will not call that in loveness here. It's what you described there. It felt like, yeah, it was like, you can say there is like this situation, there's something arise, saying beautiful. But what here, the loveness, it's always there. It's always there. No matter what, if here will be sad or saying beautiful.
what you call in loveness is what I would call unconditional love. To me, they are two very different things.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love it. Let's go for this, Well.
Because in loveness means that there's a lover.
In loveness means that there is a lover, being in love. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's someone who feels love.
Okay.
Okay. In unconditional love, there is no love. There's no one.
It's all love. Yeah.
Yeah, and here for me there is no difference in loveness or unconditional love. Same, of course, no difference, because there is simply no difference in me.
I wouldn't say that there's a difference, because unconditional love contains in loveness. In loveness is unconditional love. Or unconditional love is also in loveness. But unconditional love would also contain hatred, would also contain fear, would also contain
and
anything.
I guess Hadar and me, we see in
We
love.
call it in loveness. Yeah.
We simply call it in loveness. There is no this, but this is simply how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. And even to be in love with an object, this is already this. It's something that happened, like sadness or but nobody's doing it. It's something you cannot do in loveness.
Perhaps it's semantics. But to me, in loveness is an experience that I have. Whereas unconditional love is not an experience that I have, but it does not exclude the experiences that I have.
All right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Because there are moments where you experience the beauty of existence. There are moments where something very ordinary brings a smile to your face. And warmth to your heart.
Yeah.
It's always a beautiful occurrence. And yes, in the wake of these realizations, perhaps these experiences are more common. Perhaps.
Yeah.
And but there are also moments where,
full on shit. The shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Shit hits the fan, you come up to, some asshole over the
Oh, yeah.
phone when you're dealing with your retirement, as I did a few
Yeah.
days ago, and
Mhm.
full on, angry and fed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't speak your mind because you know that strategically it's better to shut up
Yeah.
and swallow it. But
Yeah.
that happens too.
Totally. And there is no control.
No.
There is simply no control. And yeah. Isn't it funny? Bob, isn't it funny?
Sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
Sweethearts, sweethearts. I would say
Yep.
before we are going to boom out here,
Mhm.
I would suggest to maybe meet again for a wonderful talk with Sanderlinchen.
That would be
And
nice.
this would be great. I would love to.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you so much. I really enjoyed the time here with you. So
Same
beautiful.
here. Same here. Happy to meet you,
It
Bob.
was a pleasure meeting you both.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've got good energy, both of you. And I look forward to talking to Sanders. I've
That will
interacted
be really
with
fun.
him through our posts, but I've never talked to him directly, so it could be
Yeah,
fun.
let's make it happen here. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. This is going to be fun. Bob, I wish you a beautiful night. Hadar, thank you for the
Yes.
infos. Mwah,
Thank you
sweethearts,
for you.
I love
Thank you,
you.
guys. Yeah, I love you
Bye bye.
too.